All right, welcome to this month's Town Hall. As you know, we've recently switched to having them monthly instead of bi-weekly because we feel we would have benefit more from having weekly catch-ups, which are shorter sessions, like a 15-minute catch-up to just update everyone on the current situation. And then these town halls will be once a month where we can really go more in depth about the progress we're making, the things we're prioritizing, and it's also a great opportunity for everyone to ask any questions or get some more info on whatever they need. So yeah, I think we're gonna talk a whole lot. So if anyone wants to start, feel free. Arno, what
Go.
have you been up to?
Oh, I've been doing things. On to the next one.
Yeah, I've been doing stuff. No,
Snake? No, no.
getting.
I will go. I will go. Um, yeah, kind of still the same stuff. I'm just polishing the board game, ordering the prototype versions, which Fluff will surely do a monologue about shortly. And yeah, just finishing some more like small artwork artifacts, waiting for the rules to get typed out so I can do the layout of the rule book and stuff like that. All fun detail stuff.
While I interrupt you, Fluff, have you started recording?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. I guess then I go. Yeah, basically, mostly podcasts, fine tuning the board game rules, and lots of accounting. But that's basically the same thing as every town hall. There's not much development work right now. Well, there's a lot on the docket, but board game takes priority right now. So yeah, still working on the board game to make sure it gets shipped out on time.
Great. Sneaks, what have you been up to?
Also, podcast as well. Working on some good guests. We should have a cool one this week that Rune can speak nerdy dev talk with. I've also developed relationships with a bunch of more projects recently. A lot of good ones. That's my dog choking in the background.
Oh
Don't
no.
mind her. Uh, but other than that, yeah, I've been a lot of just waiting on getting let loose with expansion pack stuff, so we can just get some good collabs going on. So I'm just keeping the relationships building, and she's still choking back there.
You can go
I
say.
thought I thought for a second Rune was trying out a new yawn.
All right, so let's maybe get into not necessarily what I've been up to because I've just been, planning, also helping with the board game prototype. I've been working on the social strategy, and I've been mapping out like the communication calendar as well as mapping out everything that we are going to do for the prototype, all the things we're going to do for the snapshot and stuff. So I think we'll just maybe go over a few things that we're working on, that's coming, that's very exciting, and what we're prioritizing for the coming weeks. Well, the biggest news is probably our prototype for holders. Anyone that was at the previous weekly catch-ups already knows a bit about this, but we'll be making a physical prototype that we will be shipping to a few of our holders to get feedback that way. Obviously, we would have loved to give everyone a prototype, but one, then everyone already knows the game, and two, it's going to cost a lot of money, so we can't do that. So what we will be doing. We're going to be sending out 15 physical prototypes for people to really test out in real life with their friends, family, and give us feedback on. And then for all the holders, we are scheduling a gaming session that will be filmed by a professional film crew. We will be uploading it, and people will be able to give feedback on that gaming session, and hopefully we can already, tease a bit about the flow of the game, and get people's opinions and reactions that way. So pretty excited. Thank you. We have the information how to sign up for the physical prototype. I'm going to be posting it after this town hall, but let me already drop it right here. We're posting a Google form after this town hall is over, where people that are interested in getting the physical prototype can sign up. Now, there's a few, well, not catches, but there's a few not recommendations. What's the word?
Requirements.
Yeah, requirements, because one, we kind of want to hear from the people that are somewhat involved in the project, that know the progress we're going through, and that we know we can rely on to actually give feedback on the playtesting. So we've decided to allow anyone that has attended an event or has voted on a snapshot of ours to apply for the board game prototype. So we're gonna have the form up for a week. People have a week's time to apply. After that, let me count it. 10 people will be chosen randomly of the applicants, and each team member, so me, Arno, Rune, Nature, and Sneaks, will have one vote on who they feel deserves or who they want to really have one. We feel that it's going to strike a nice balance between making it totally random, because and choosing people, because obviously random is the most fair. Not everyone has a lot of time to be active, and some people might genuinely be interested in playing it and giving feedback. But we also feel like there's a few people in the community that are really very engaged, very excited to play the prototype, and this way we can definitely make sure that they also have a chance of getting it. I'll definitely post all the information in an announcement after this town hall, but then you guys are already aware of, what's coming. Quickly going into the timings, we will be receiving the final prototypes around August 29, and they will be shipped that week, so before August is over. And it should take about, depending on where you live, a week, 2 weeks tops, for it to arrive and you can start playtesting. After playtesting, there will be a Google form that's required to fill out about your experience with the game, any feedback you might have. Apart from the form for feedback, we'll also be making a separate Discord channel here where you can't just only give feedback, but we can also discuss amongst the people that are playtesting it about different mechanics. We don't just want to hear solo opinions. We feel like if we can get a conversation going about some mechanics, we can get everyone's opinion on certain things, and we can really get the creative juices flowing if that's needed. Are you laughing, Rune?
Yeah, give feedback and stuff and things.
Whatever. All right. So at the same time, August 30th, we will be shooting us playing the board game with a professional crew. They will need some time to edit it and make it fancy before we upload it. So the idea is that the online version that where we play will go live around the same time that people receive the prototype. So there's no spoilers for either, if you're part of the physical board game holder or if you're just going to watch the online version. Everyone should kind of receive it around the same timeline. And obviously, there's also going to be a channel for everyone to give their opinions there, a feedback form to give opinions there. Yeah, we're really looking forward to involving everyone, seeing everything. But just as a disclosure, these timings are, you know, they should be manageable, but in case our supplier, doesn't do what we require, there might be a few days delay on this. Just saying. And yeah, other than that, yeah, we're very excited to get it going and what you guys will feel about the board game. Not all the art will be there yet because one, we want to keep it kind of a surprise. We don't want people to see like all the full art yet. And two, it's not necessary to see all the art for playing the mechanics of the game. So I think that's gonna make it more fun to keep some surprises for when the real board game launches, and people that have seen us play the board game or have had the physical version are still gonna get some surprises that way. Stop yawning. Am I that boring? All right, so that is the where we're at for the prototype. Obviously, we've been working hard to fix any issues that we've had with the prototype so far. Changing some tiles up, changing some mission cards, changing even the mechanics of the Mega Crank, which we found a bit lacking. We've got a fun idea that we're improving upon. And yeah, you can stay tuned for the announcement later. And obviously, if you have any questions or anything at all during the next coming weeks, we're always available. Yeah, I think that's all about the prototype. Now, the next big topic, if anyone else wants to talk about the web shop, or should I?
We have a web shop.
I can do it. I just.
It's been 84 years.
Yeah, it's really hard to keep like sane, like to not just call them out on Twitter or whatever, or just book a flight to wherever they live and just go punch in their face. They're really pissing us off. It's getting ridiculous. But I think I said this before. There were like lessons learned, but nothing much. We're in too deep with them. We can't go back at this point. But yeah, it would have been so much better to just do it ourselves. And the fact that they just every week they put, okay, we need one more thing and you're good to go. Every fucking week. And it takes them a week. So we reply instantly, and it takes them a week to say, okay, one more thing. I fucking hate.
Yeah. The people that were at the last weekly catch-up know that I mentioned it then. Like they said, "Oh, you're pretty much good to go. We just need to finalize it now." And that, yeah, I answered them like, "Okay, can I go live now?" And they have not replied for the last 8 days. We ping them constantly. There's not much else we can do, unfortunately, except, like Ruin said, call them out. But I don't know if that's gonna solve much. Like if we piss them off, they might not give us anything after all, or I don't know. We're thinking of what the best approach is here. But yeah, it's still. I hope it's still, really close to launching. Arno, do you wanna highlight what we've got in store for, to keep everyone waiting for this long?
Yeah, sure. So the guy arranging all this, his name is Mr. Sausage. Well, his username is Mr. Sausage. That's also his Twitter handle if you want to call him out. But do it after the website launches because he might still fuck us over. Anyway, when the website launches, people placing an order on the first day of launch are going to get a free shirt that says "fuck sausage."
Arno's gonna
Oh,
design it.
nice.
Yeah. Arno's gonna make a nice shirt that says "fuck sausage." Um, and yeah, everyone that makes well, I thought we said the first week. Was it the first day?
Oh, first week? Yeah, could be first week. I was just excited to make the shirt.
Yeah,
So.
yeah. Just because people might be, on a holiday, or they don't check Discord or whatever every day. So we want to allow everyone for a chance to get this limited edition shirt that you get for free if you place a purchase, place an order within the first week that says "fuck sausage." We'll wear it with pride.
I'll design the shirt the next time I live stream.
Oh yeah, that's fun. So yeah, Arno is going on a
Well, maybe
holiday.
if the website miraculously launches before then I will. Then I'll
Oh
finish it
yeah,
before then. But
then we can do like a placeholder.
yeah,
We'll see. Anyway, very excited for the fuck sausage shirt. And really, I hope we can get a lot of answers for everyone soon. I mean, yeah, it's uh, it's like Rune and Arno say, we don't wanna, we don't want them to fuck us over this far in the process. We've kind of kept it civil, but yeah, we keep tagging them, we keep asking for updates. Like we respond instantly. Um, yeah, maybe yeah. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. So that's what the web shop is concerned. Other than that, we have like a few small news items just to get everyone up to speed about what we're working on, what the progress is on some things, and what we have prioritized next. Because obviously now the prototype is pretty much done, just finishing up a few things so we can start focusing on the next part, which is our marketing strategy. And this is also where Sneaks comes in. So,
So,
roughly saying,
roughly saying,
oh, I was hearing myself double. Roughly saying, we're gonna start our new marketing strategy in September. Let's say September, so everything is definitely ready by then. And what that entails is I'm making a communication plan with whatever we're going to be posting on social media. We will be active on multiple social media platforms, including TikTok and Instagram as well, where we will be posting reels and video footage, which we will also be shooting, late August with the film crew.
MySpace, Netlog.
Yeah, those things. Wherever we can find some people, scrape them together. Reddit. Um, no, we've got some fun content coming up that we can use, to attract some new people to our project. I'm thinking, video content specifically, but also images. Thinking, more previews, live streams, but also personal things like a bit more about Fluff, a bit more about Arno, a bit more about Sneaks, anyone. We can do little interviews where we can, which we can sometimes show. We have a lot of different stories to tell with the NFT, with the board game, just our personal stories as well. Very excited to get our new social media strategy in place, where we will be posting daily or 2 times a day, whatever is best for the algorithms to work. Um, yeah, so looking forward to start more content soon. We will also be launching ads, mainly on, let me think, Facebook, Instagram, but also looking into Snapchat or Pinterest and Reddit as well. Um, we'll see what other platforms are also desirable. Um, but yeah, that's something that we'll also be able to do.
Is anyone else concerned that our marketing person only knows TikTok, Snapchat, and Reddit?
I started with Facebook, Instagram.
Okay, I wasn't paying attention.
um, I'm working with my freelance agency, so it's not just me. We're doing a very good job. Um, yeah, we other than different social platforms, a different like a social strategy depending on what platform it is, paid ads on those platforms as well. We will also be sending out board games to reviewers or shops that want to do playtesting on them to get the word out, to get more traction going for the board game itself. And combined with that, we will also be looking into more collabs. And this is obviously where Sneaks comes in. Sneaks has been working super hard these past weeks, months, making solid connections in the space with a bunch of projects and people on standby to get in on an expansion pack for the Cranky Critters, or even, another type of collab, because we'll be looking at collabs for the board game, but also for the NFT. Obviously, we still want to reward our holders as much as we can. We're now in the process of setting up how expansion packs are going to work for people that want to collab with us. We'll be working in different tiers, depending on either how important they are or how big of an expansion set they want. They will, receive different things. You guys will receive different things. The idea, of course, is when we make an expansion pack with a different project, that our holders will also be getting it. So that's pretty exciting. And I'm very excited to dig a bit deeper into that with Sneaks and to set up kind of like an assets package of things that they would have to fill out. We would define their needs, and that way decide what kind of expansion pack they would want to do and how big it was going to be is going to be. So that's something that we will be prioritizing over the next few weeks. That's something we'll start working on very, very soon. And then combined with that, obviously, with the whole marketing strategy, is our new website. We will be making a new website. We've mentioned this before as well, but in the spirit of saying everything, the new website is also going to have a huge impact on our social strategy and just on the projects itself, because now we just have the one pager. It's very chaotic, especially for people that are just interested in the board game, don't know anything about NFTs. It's kind of like the Wild West and they don't know what to expect. So we'll be working on a full-fledged website with a page for the NFTs, a page for the board game, a page for people new to NFTs. No, sorry, for anyone that is just listening and not reading, Rune just said, yeah, Fluff, keep bashing on my website. I think we can all agree the website is really cool. I'm very proud on the website. We've had the website for many, many months, like more than half a year. So kudos on the website, Rune. It is really good, but we just want to make it a bit more inclusive. If we're going to be running paid ads for the board game, we need a landing page for the board game. If we're going to be running paid ads for the NFT, we need a landing page for the NFT. So it just makes sense. So yeah, obviously we also have a tab for the web shop. The web shop is exclusive to holders. You have to have a Cranky Critter in your wallet to access the web shop and to make a purchase. Then the last thing that I wanted to mention, or previous to last thing I wanted to mention, is we've talked about this before, but we are thinking of a way to make a non-monetary coin. Let's call it Crank Coin for now. That will replace the coins we currently have on Discord. So on Discord, you get coins for attending events and stuff, for winning competitions, and with these coins you can spend them in our Discord shop. In the Discord shop we have a lot of fun things. We have Arno makes an honorary critter, or you get a free goodie bag or with random stuff in it, or a bunch of cool things. You can even guest on the podcast. Or you can request an event or whatever. But doing it through Discord has its limitations. For one, the interface is really not user-friendly. A lot of people don't know where to look or how it works. You can't use the item. You have to tell us. We have to keep track of it. And another thing is it's only on Discord, so we cannot reward anyone outside of Discord, while we have a bunch of holders that are not on Discord. So doing it this way is going to allow us to integrate it on our website, where you can have your non-monetary Crank Coin on the website, and there you will be able to buy things with it, like NFTs we list there, or pre-sale spots we list there, or merch, or any of the fun Discord things we have in the shop right now. So that's something that we envision, that we want to start working on. It is something that is going to be a whole lot of work on top of what we're already doing. So we are looking to outsource this. We have a few people in mind that we are contacting, that we trust, that we know are very communicative. And yeah, we'll update everyone as this progresses. So I'm very much looking forward to getting some new life into, you know, the coins and everything that we're doing, and also because a lot of people, it's hard for people to know if you attend an event that we schedule that you get coins for it, quote unquote, because it's not really a coin. It's not like a monetary coin, but it is something that you can spend on fun rewards. Oh yeah, and then the last side note I had, we're almost on Pseudoswap. So everyone knows that Pseudoswap is trending. It's the hot new thing, the decentralized marketplace. Arno has taken the liberty of listing the Cranky Critters on there. There's going to be a bunch of, like, a 40 critters on there. And yeah, you can expect them to turn up any day now. So looking forward to that as well. Now, I see a lot of people complaining that I keep on rambling, so I just want to see if anyone else wanted to add something to that. Oh, Nature, I see you have appeared. Oh, maybe he can't talk. No worries.
No, I just had to run back to my desk and click unmute.
Ah,
Hello,
okay,
everybody.
okay.
Glad to be here.
Yeah,
do I have anything to add? Stay tuned for a lot of fun stuff happening in the next few weeks, event-wise. Fluff and I, mainly Fluff, has put together some pretty cool inspiration behind some of the new events that are going to be going on, so I'm very much looking forward to that. A few of you might have heard already that Rune and Sneaks are going to be battling each other for a mod brawl coming soon, so stay tuned for that. Looking forward.
Yes, definitely. And if anyone else wanted to say anything that I forgot, now is the time. Oh, before I forget, I'm getting a webcam. I've mentioned this before. But Rune and Sneaks also. So the mod brawl, obviously they're eating a hot chip. They're going to be filming it. You'll be able to see it. It's going to be funny. But maybe this opens up new avenues where they can record their podcast while you see them or something. We'll see how that goes.
Definitely.
I was afraid this was going to be kind of like a weird OnlyFans redemption arc.
Or we could just turn it into Fear Factor online. Just dare us to eat a bunch of weird stuff and put our bodies at risk.
There you go.
I don't know if we're
Fluff,
still
it
here.
could also it can come in handy too, Fluff, when you play the scary games to have your webcam on, so we can all see you, get the crap scared out of you. Speaking of which, I think we should probably, because I'd love to be there for that, I think we should get to play a couple test rounds of that game that I've been thinking about.
Definitely. Let's set that up. I'm not looking forward to it at all, but you guys wanted to see it, so fine.
It's gonna be hilarious, and I think that's gonna be the
Wait, what game? What did I miss?
Phasmophobia to
No,
start
that's
with.
gonna be funny. Yeah.
Yeah, there's an event on the calendar for the people that noticed. Sometimes we do gaming with Fluff. It's an event that is now bi-weekly. That means once every 2 weeks. And on the 21st, the 24th, there's going to be a session gaming with Fluff. Scary shit. There's going to be a scary game. I haven't heard of it, but apparently it's going to be scary. And
yeah, you're not gonna have fun.
no, I didn't even have fun when I played Half-Life. I thought it was very scary. So
Oh boy.
I'm just gonna turn it off if I don't like it. No, I'll do my best. We all have to take one for the team. If you all are eating a hot chip, I will do my part. Bi-weekly means both once every 2 weeks and twice a week. Yes, that makes no sense, right? I know, it's so stupid.
Yeah, it pisses me off.
Yeah.
You know, I started English at uni before I studied Japanese, and until I learned that, and then I was like, oh, fuck the English language.
But wouldn't bi-weekly mean like split in two weekly, or does it mean two weekly?
You're making it worse.
What do you mean worse?
Both
I'm trying to
means
understand.
once every 2 weeks
Done,
and
done
twice a week.
produced or occurring every 2 weeks or twice a week.
Yeah.
Okay, but I think we can all agree the universally accepted meaning is every other week, right?
No. We have confusing
there's-
things, confusions about this constantly.
Yeah, because there's no other way of saying twice in 1 week except for saying bi-weekly.
Twice weekly.
Twice weekly.
Twice a week, yeah.
They should have made it something like that. They should have just made it another word. 2 times a week. That's all. That's also, that also says it.
Can someone email Mr. Oxford and tell him to change his book?
I was just gonna say.
Also, the word for shortcuts and what's the
longest way. Like
yeah.
detour?
Yeah, a detour. Shortcut and detour is the same fucking word in Japanese.
Yeah, that also
That makes sense.
So anyway, back to the point.
All right. Yeah, that was the point. So that was the town hall, guys. Well, that was all the news that we had, or at least that I can think of. That's why I asked if anyone else wanted to add anything. Else, we'll get to the questions. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on, definitely in the background. I realize we've been a bit quiet during the summer. It's been a lot of. I'm not gonna lie, it's also been a lot of taking care of the kids. But as soon as they're in bed, we're working and we're trying to get everything done. So yeah, I'm very excited for this next
Also, for the
chapter.
next town hall, I'm excited to announce that we will have a bingo sheet. We'll have a bingo sign up the day before. And I'll just write down like 25 words that Fluff frequently says, and the first person to have bingo wins a Cranky Critter.
I'm actually gonna write that down. I think it's a great idea.
Yeah.
Love bingo. Where can I write that down? All right. Well, but no, we have a lot of things coming up. So without much further ado, are there any questions that we should answer, or not at all? Let me see. No, no questions. I think I'll take that as a compliment. We've strived to be very transparent in the progress, in the whole process of making the board game and just the whole project. We try to keep everyone updated as much as we can. Yeah, let's be honest. The bear market has been taking its toll. Like it's been lasting like I don't know when it started. It feels like forever ago.
It's not even been a year.
No. I know. I know.
You're in for a rough time.
It's okay. I can find joy in other things in life. Like, making the board game and stuff.
Put it this way too. Everybody here right now, so long as we make it through to the start of the next bear, we'll all be considered OGs after this.
Yeah, that's true.
No, the OGs are the ones that survived the last one.
For now. For the people that will be new, we will be the OGs.
As an OG, I'm deciding. As an OG, I'm deciding that you guys are not OGs.
Okay.
You need to have like lived through the last one, because that one was a lot worse.
I saw a tweet. If you remember the other side's drop, you're an OG. No.
It's like 2 months ago.
That was the start of the bear market, no? That's when it all
It was
went
like
down.
a month or two ago.
Yeah.
Well, it feels like a month or two ago anyway.
Hey, if you remember this Monday morning, you're an OG.
Yeah. If you reply GM to my tweet, you're an OG.
So yeah, everything for.
If you remember that Sneak stole his profile picture, you were an OG.
Yeah. Celebrity gossip here.
Oh man, good times.
Oh, that guy really thought he had you. That was a good one.
Okay, I don't think there are any town hall questions.
No, that's why I said I think we're very thorough. That or no one cares. I try to think of the first one.
I think the weekly catch-up helps.
Yeah, I think so too. That reminds me, I think we forgot to mention something. I I went into it during a weekly catch up, but maybe it's also worth mentioning it during the town hall briefly. And it's just what we talked about, where we first agreed that you know every Cranky Critter is worth one free board game. And we were going to have a claim window that will allow anyone to claim as many critters as they wanted, as many board games as they wanted, and then at some point the claim window has to close so that logistically we have time to ship everything together, and it doesn't become a nightmare. But someone, and I think it was Dr. Yu, but I'm not 100% sure, said that it would add to the value of critters if we could find a way that they don't all have to be claimable in that window, because for example a person that's holding 5 critters, if they want the 5 board games, they would have to claim all 5 board games within the window, or they would just be lost kinda. But it would be interesting if the critters that are left unclaimed would still have the value of being able to claim one. So we are looking into a way to do that. We are talking about having a second claim window later down the line, which means that if you hold 5 critters and you only need 1 or 2 board games, you could leave the other 3 critters unclaimed, and they would probably have a higher value down the line because they would still have a free board game attached to them. Is that clear?
Yeah, I'm thinking about the
Yes.
burn mechanic where you can burn your unclaimed critters.
Yeah.
The end.
And then never look back. Yeah. Yeah, Bernard asks, could you update the metadata with the claim as a trait? We talked about that. Rune has something to say that I don't remember.
Yes.
Provenance.
Yes, I think that was it. Like we don't have a way to show on Vision, like that one is unclaimed, but we have a way that you can look it up, right? That it is unclaimed?
Yeah.
Something like that? Yeah. Kind of like the Cool Cats have with the Cool Cat, seeing if the pet is still unclaimed or claimed.
Exactly. We could update the metadata. Maybe I could even... Oh, wait, I have an idea. To be continued.
Nice. Write it down so you don't forget. And also, Bernard says he saw it with XOXO. They have this as metadata, and you see it. The utility is claimed. Maybe it's worth looking into their project.
Yeah, but it all depends on how your metadata is set up in the contract. But I can fix it. Can I fix it? I can try. It all depends if you thought about this before deploying the contract. If you build that utility in, it's much easier. It's not because a project does it. All projects can automatically do it without, fixing it. But yeah, I think like all the puzzle pieces are there to do it. I just have to like smash them together because it won't fit automatically. Just like my kid does. That was funny for one person in this chat.
I know your kid.
But yeah, good idea, Bernard. I'll try to look into it. Next question.
I think that were all the questions. So yeah.
Oh, the Pseudoswap pool is live, by the way, just so people know.
Nice. If anyone is unaware of what Pseudoswap is, it's just it's a fairly new. Is it fairly new? I hadn't heard of it before.
No, it's very old.
Okay, it's very old, but it recently got new life because it's a decentralized marketplace, and people are now much fan of decentralized
Now
marketplaces.
it's always been a decentralized swapping protocol, but they just added NFT compatibility like a few weeks ago.
Oh, okay, that explains it. Basically, there's no fees there, or barely any. It's like 0.5% or something, um, because it's decentralized. So there's no fees going to the marketplace. There's no fees going to the creators either. So that's why you might have seen there's a whole debate going on Twitter about, the royalties and if artists should get any. Meaning that if you get a critter from Pseudoswap, we're not gonna get any money. But I mean, let's be honest, at these prices, we're not getting any money either. So if you guys can save up on some fees that way, feel free to. They're a decentralized marketplace. You can just go to, what is it, pseudoswap.xyz or something, and you can browse
Let
collections
me
there.
check. Yeah, pseudoswap.xyz.
Yeah, and you can check
But
collections there.
the front end is the front end is very down, so it's very delayed. But there is a way to look at the pools if you have the contract address of the pool. But yeah, like DM me if you want the pool address or more information about using Pseudoswap.
Bernard says no royalties for creators suck. Yes, I tend to agree. It's very unfortunate.
Yes and no. There's two ways of thinking about it.
Yeah, this is also a debate for the podcast, I think, because it's all the hot topic now. So I'm not gonna get into it, but yeah, it's fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
Not to give away my opinion. But
No, definitely. If you guys have been keeping track of the podcast, they're already at number 20, so that's pretty cool. Together with the marketing strategy, there's also going to be a marketing push for the podcast. I'm setting up a marketing strategy for the podcast as well, so that's very exciting. And any suggestions for guests that you have, feel free to, suggest that, or projects or project leaders or any person that you would want on there, or any questions you would want answered. They're always very open to feedback. Atlanta Coffee Shops asks, BS citing which direction, Rune?
yeah, I'm answering.
Oh.
But yeah, I'll answer more in depth during the podcast. But yeah, I forgot I could actually talk instead of type. So yeah, I think for some projects it could work. It could be a good model, but you can't expect for every project. Like we have people to pay, we have kids to feed. We're constantly trying to provide value and utility next to the board game which you paid for by minting. So yeah, you can't expect us to work without royalties. We need something. We're not getting rich of this project at all. Far from it. So yeah, but there are projects like just for vibes, just for fun, just for the lols. Yeah. If you know the royalties beforehand, if you don't like royalties, just don't fucking buy it. Just don't start asking people like, "Hey, this one income you've been working for every night for the past year, can you not take that?" That's fucking bullshit. Okay, I'm getting pissed off already. Expect longer rants during the podcast.
Yeah, food for thought. People that are unaware or listening to this after and are unaware, the podcast is weekly, once a week. It usually airs on the Monday, but today it can't because it's Townhall. So when are you having the podcast?
We're recording tomorrow.
Yeah, we're planning for tomorrow. I'm just trying to figure out what time, because I don't. It wasn't clear. Unless it was clear to you, I didn't understand what he said.
All right.
The guest.
And looking forward to it. I always listen to it on the way to picking up food or whatever.
Yeah, same. I always listen to it.
What was the topic of the last one?
That was a good one.
All right.
It was the live one. You were there, asshole.
Just roll with the joke. It was a good joke.
All right.
Okay, time to go.
Yeah, thanks a lot for joining, everyone. I think we went over everything. If there's any questions afterwards, or after I post the announcement later today about the physical prototype, if you have any questions about that, always free to ask. We're there most of the time. So yeah, I'll catch you guys during the next event, or just in the chat. I'll catch you guys in the chat.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks for joining.
Bye.
Bye bye.